Hey guys, James Martinez from All Things Digital. And first things first, I just want to wish all you guys happy holidays. Can't believe it's already this time of the year, but it snuck up on us, right? Another crazy year. So, what I wanted to share with you guys today is kind of, what I typically do at this point of time in the year is, a lot of people, start to get a bit dormant. A lot of business owners, entrepreneurs start to kind of, slow down and, hey, time to take it easy and, skate through this last month. This is obviously, the best time to start, prospecting, start, getting ready for 2022, right? Start the year off with a bang, right? So what I wanted to share with you guys today is just my part of my prospecting process. Okay, I thought maybe somebody out there would find it interesting or find it useful, or maybe somebody out there can see holes in the way I do things and show me a thing or two. Whatever. I'm just happy to be able to share this stuff with you. I hope it's useful to you. And if you got any questions or comments, let me know. I'll take a peek there in the chat or whatnot, depending upon when this is being viewed. But let me go ahead and just start showing you what I'm doing. So, long story short, as far as for me right now, I work with lots of contractors, and I'm going to give you the scenario that I want to start prospecting for new contractors who need websites. Now, you may sell insurance to contractors. You may make, whatever. You may make baked goods for delis or bakeries, and whatever it is. If you work in a business that has particular niches or industries where you're like, hey, these guys are kind of like my bread and butter, or whatever the case may be, if you're a B2B, there's a great way to do some prospecting. So let's get started. Obviously, like I said, you're going to want to relate this to your business. I'm just showing you how I'm doing it for mine. Okay, so the first things first, right? I said I want to go to New Jersey paving contractors, right? So so I'm going to do a search for New Jersey paving contractors. Okay, that makes sense. And I want to start looking at map listings. Okay, so what do we have here? Google is basically showing us if I want to work with paving contractors. By putting the quotes there, I told Google it has to have NJ in the search result there, so that it's most likely a New Jersey company, and then paving contractors, right? You could even narrow it down to New Jersey driveway contractors, right? That'll give you different results. So these are companies that specifically mention driveway, okay? Or you could just do asphalt paving, right? Depending upon how specific you're looking to get. So anyway, we'll do this, okay? So what I want to do right now is show you, what some people may still be doing, right? So you may be building yourself a database, okay? So you come over here. If you're in a different, whatever your industry is, you search, you take a look at the first guy, and what some people do is, okay, well, let me start getting some data here, okay? This is the business name. This is the address, okay? This is the phone number, okay? Copying and pasting. And what am I doing? I'm creating a database, basically, right? And so now where's, let's see, website, right click, copy link address, and I'm going to do website. Okay, so what do I have here? So I've got a name, I've got an address, I've got a phone number, and I've got a website. Okay, so what can I do with that? Well, obviously, if I start building a database of all the paving companies in New Jersey, let's say, I can send postcards out, right? I can do an actual physical mailing, send them a postcard saying, hey, spring's here and it's time to spruce up your website, right? For your business, hey, spring's here, time to, check if you're paying the best rates on insurance, or, whatever. Time to check if, you need new product, whatever the case may be. But, so now I can do a postcard mailing if I start building up this thing, right? I have a phone number. I can start cold calling, right? Start calling, hitting the pavement and, hey, blah, blah, blah. Maybe I'll build this list in a month or two from now. I start doing the cold calling. Hey, it's spring. It's time to spruce up that website, right? Or whatever the case may be. Obviously I can go to their website, right? So, this just took me. We'll do another one here. How long does this take? It doesn't take too long, right? So it's 10:09 p.m. So copy this. Okay, so we got one piece of information, address. We got two pieces of information, phone number. We got three pieces of information, website. We got four pieces of information. Okay, so I did that in I don't know, maybe less than a minute, right? I don't have a timer going. I guess I could do that, right? On-screen timer. Let's see. Okay, so stopwatch rather. Okay, so let's do this. Stopwatch going. All right, so now let's do the next one. So we're going to take a look at Stanley Paving. Okay, copy, paste. Okay, we're going to go to the address. Okay, paste. Let's get the phone number. Okay, phone number. Okay, website. Copy link address. Paste. Okay, let's go to that stopwatch. 30 seconds, okay? So 30 seconds ain't too bad. I'm okay with that. But the reason why I'm showing you this, okay, now this may be the way you're doing it. It takes 30 seconds per business, right? So in a minute, I get 2 per minute. If I do this for a straight hour, 2 every minute, 60 minutes an hour, it's 120 leads, right? Okay, so for 1 hour, I'm getting 120 leads. I want to show you guys now. That's a pretty good way. Maybe you're like, wow, that's actually a really smart way to do it. I want to show you an even smarter way, okay? So let's take a look at that, okay? So I'm actually going to kill this. I'm going to kill this, okay? Let's start over from scratch. And I'm a big fan of working smarter, not harder. So I'm going to open up a piece of software, and I'm going to let the software do the work for me, right? So what's happening right now? My hands are up, okay? And what are you seeing? You're seeing the software work on its own, right? So my hands are up, and the software is doing its thing, and I'm just relaxing. Maybe I'm going to grab a drink, okay? Maybe I'm making myself an omelet or a hamburger or something. Bottom line is I'm not here doing anything, but what's happening is data is being collected, okay? So 2 a minute, okay? Let's start the stopwatch here. I should have did that before, but whatever. Let's stop this thing from working, okay? Okay, and let's see what we got. So that was probably 30 seconds or so, right? And what do we got now? We got 20 businesses in about 30 seconds, okay? So obviously, working smarter and not harder. That's I'm all about that, right? So not only did we get the business name, okay, and this is stuff that's helpful for me. I got their rating. I got information about the amount of reviews they have. I have their address, and I have their website, okay? I got all of their phone numbers. Look at how, well this database was created for me, okay? So even if I don't need this stuff, I could just delete all of this stuff out, delete. And, okay, it even shows if they had ads running or not. But I could delete all this stuff out. And look at how quickly I have that same amount of data, except literally 10 times as much, okay? So now I can obviously, build a much better database, right? That's kind of the way to do stuff here, okay? So now that I've done that, now what can I do? Okay, so first things first, like we discussed, I could definitely do cold calling. I can definitely do postcard mailing, design a little postcard, shoot it out to them, put an offer out there. Spring cleaning or whatever, so, spring cleaning of your old website, bring in a new website, whatever the case may be. The other thing I could do is take a look at their websites, right? So now I can kind of come over here, and there's another way that I like to use software to work smarter, not harder, right? So I'm going to go in here. I'm going to paste all of their URLs in. And then I'm going to go take a look, and yeah, okay, this guy, I could definitely, whatever. I can improve upon this, I can, improve upon this, whatever. Maybe I think this is good or whatever the case may be. But you see how much faster I could do stuff this way, right? And now also, I can contact them via their own websites, right? I could fill out the form and say, hey, I think I can help you guys. Click this link to check out my portfolio. How long do you think it would take me to do that? Probably not long at all, right? Fill out a quick form. But, that's going to each website and typing in. Okay, there's another slow process, right? You can definitely do it that way if you'd like, but what do I like to do, right? I like to work smarter, not harder. So I'm going to show you guys now what I would do with that same list, okay? Now, again, I would use another software. Now, you don't have to have, you can have any or some or all of these steps, but I just like to show you guys, how I would do stuff, okay? So we have our list here. These are all the websites that we got, right? I'm just going to remove this tag there. And I'm going to copy these all out. Okay, now I'm going to go here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask this software to take a look and try and find any email addresses, okay, NJ Paving, find any email addresses that go to these domains, right? Now, if you know about these tools, great. If not, this is a pretty handy-dandy tool, don't you think? So right now, we just gave it 20 domain names, as you can see there, right? 20 domain names. And we're going to hit this launch the verification, and it says your file is being prepared, right? So what this software does is this software literally will scan the internet, okay? It's going to scan the internet. It's going to try and find any email addresses that are throughout the internet that end in those domain names, right? So info@that.com, sales@that.com, maybe johnsmith@that.com. It's going to scour the internet to try and find information and see what kind of data we can get. So let's take a look at what it found, okay? So very quickly, it looks like it says it found 4 email addresses. Let's see if that's correct. Okay, so we have 4 email addresses, okay? Now, okay, out of 20 businesses, I got email addresses for just 3, right? Now, that's not great. That's not great, but how quick did I do that, right? So if you multiply these results, if instead of having 20 businesses, right, I let that thing run for an hour, I'd probably have, 2,000 businesses, okay? So instead of getting email addresses for 3 businesses, I'd probably have email addresses for 300 businesses, right? Even if 100 email addresses. So now what can I do? Okay, so as discussed before, I can send a postcard. I can also cold call them, and now I could potentially email them as well. Okay, so that's 3 different methods of outreach from this quick little process I just shared with you. Okay, so now I can go and I can create I can set up my postcard mailing, and I know my postcards are going to hit them in 2 weeks. So maybe, a week or so later, I send them an email and say, hey, not sure if you received my postcard. It looks something like this. In that postcard, I gave you an offer of whatever, 50% off of whatever the heck I'm selling. So please visit my website and click this link to learn a bit more about it, right? So now, maybe sometime around there, I also call them. Hi, this is James from All Things Digital, or this is Tom from, whatever brokerage. I do insurance, or I do boat sales, whatever the heck it is you're doing, So you can cold call, and then they'll get hit with a postcard, and then they'll also get an email. And then, so you cold called, you sent them a postcard, you're emailing them. What else can you do? Well, guess what? If you have a whole bunch of email addresses, there are certain providers you can upload that list to and advertise specifically to those people. It's pretty cool, right? So now, postcard, cold call, email, advertise to. So now we got 4 points of contact. So obviously, you know, this takes some know-how, this takes some time, but that was just, you know, what I showed you was just a very, very quick run through of, you know, a little bit of prospecting, right? So if that's useful to you, maybe I could show you guys the actual postcard. Maybe I could show you guys the funnel that I'm building for my outreach right now. If that's interesting to you, just comment below, show me more, okay? Or do, you know, hashtag all things digital, or just say show me more or whatever. But if you're interested in seeing some more of this type of stuff, then let me know, and then that's when I'll do it, okay? Otherwise, I hope this was useful to you guys, and I guess I'll see you in the next